Go.
Hey guys, Dr. Zeus here in Dallas, Texas. We want to cover a couple things with screenings. Now, you guys been, for the last 2 or 3 tries, been doing screening trainings, and we've been doing student few sessions based on screenings. Well, you guys are phenomenal at that. You guys are serving us at CTC in Dallas and DeSoto, and you guys serving your hearts out for Revolution up north. So now we want to focus on the ins and outs of screening. One of the first things I want to cover is get into a screening about an hour early. You want to position yourself, because a lot of times at these screenings, there's not a pre-picked location for you. So a lot of times you can just go and pick out your booth. It's like first come, first serve. So for me personally, I like to be next to either the booth that's taking blood or blood pressure, or in reverse, a booth where they're serving food. We know when they do these screenings, these health fairs from 9 to 1 or 10 to 2, a lot of the time, most people haven't eaten breakfast. So they're going to come by the food. So it's very, very important for me to be next to the food, because we want to be high touch as we increase our chances of being able to reach a lot of people. Now, another thing, I like to have at least 4 or 5 people at the screening booth. And you can say, well, that makes it very crowded. Where it doesn't, because if there's 300, 400, 500, or even more people at the event, if it's 4, 5, 6 of us, our chances increase of touching more people, of surveying more people, and that increases a higher number of signups to come into the office as potential practice members. So when we do the screenings, a lot of you guys show up about 10 minutes before the screening starts, or you guys either come right when it starts. So you're missing the ins and outs of what's happening before. So setting up the booth, couple things you need. You need a table, right? You need a tablecloth to make your table look decent. And sometimes we have supplies that we need to stick under the table, and a tablecloth hides that so our booth doesn't look as messy. You want to have your posters. You want to, I know here in Texas, we need to have a poster that says free health screenings, because you can't actually charge people to stop. Not that we would do that anyway, but that's one of the things you guys may need to know if you're going to be here in Texas. You need to have your TV. You need to have your computer. You want to have 4 to 6 chairs. Before the event, if the event coordinator tells you it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 500 people, I would recommend having 4 to 6 chairs so you can sit people down as they're doing their health survey. One of the things that's very important, we have 2 screening boxes. We have a big one that all the equipment is in, and then we have a little one. A little one is like our black box. Now that one entails our health survey sheets. You want to make sure that you have at least 200 health survey sheets. I've been in the position before, guys, where I've ran out of health survey sheets, and it's not fun. That means the screening is over because you can't survey anyone. Now you want to have your cards. I prefer to have our business information on the front, and on the back of our card, you can write where you're going to schedule them a time and a date to come into the office. You also want to make sure you have a square so you can process payments through either your iPad or your smartphone. Now, sometimes those things mess up and you can't get any connection, so you want to make sure you have credit card receipts. Now, I personally like to write credit card receipts for people, not just credit card receipts, but receipts for people who pay cash. So you want to have those receipts. You want to have your good ticket to health, which is very, very important, because this lets the people know what they're getting when they're coming into the office. And that way it's no switch and bait and it's no confusion. So your good ticket to health is going to have all of your office information on it. It's going to get what they're receiving, and they're going to be receiving 3 things. One, they're going to be receiving a consultation within your office. They're going to be receiving a neurological assessment, which is the exam minus the x-rays, and they're also going to get the findings, which is the last thing, coming to the report of findings to get the results. You want to make sure you write that down. You want to have that. It's very, very important. One of the things I want to cover is breaking down the events. We've been in events, especially lately with the leaders here at the Parker Club. These guys have been serving their hearts out. Just a few weeks ago, Bradley and Christopher Parcell, we were at a screening, and it seemed dead, and it seemed like it was over. And 5 minutes to go in the screening, we signed up about 6 to 8 people, guys. So you want to make sure you don't leave those screenings until it's all the way done. Unless everybody else has left, all of the other vendors have left, and it's only you in the building, then you don't want to stay. But you want to wait it out. You want to be consistent. So you guys, you need to just continue to stick around. These leaders are doing an amazing job of getting the proper content so this club can be one of the largest in the country. And we want to ensure we do that by giving you guys all of the gems you need. So again, you want to be able to come into the screenings when you're doing screenings with either us, Revolution, or you're going across the country and dealing with any other doctor. You want to come an hour ahead so you can see how we properly position ourselves to be high touch in the community. You want to have the proper necessities, right? Table, tent, chairs, subluxation station. You want to have your proper posters. You want to have business cards. You want to have a tent. It's summertime now, guys. It's going to be real hot outside. You want to have a tent. You also want to have a couple bottles of water because you're going to be talking to a lot of people. Make sure you guys have those breath mints or those Altoids also in those screening boxes, okay? The boat battery. So we buy a boat battery from Walmart and we buy cables, and we're able to use that as our power to power up our substation and our TV, because a lot of times there's not any power at some of these events, or you have to pay extra. So I invested about $400 up front so I don't have to pay for electricity at these screenings. And it's a very effective way to save money and to have your own power, because everyone else out at a hot screening don't have no power. Then your booth is all lit up with a TV and subluxation station. So guys, this session here is pretty short and sweet. We appreciate you guys. Keep serving and good luck, and make sure you invite friends and classmates out to club. Peace.